Hi, and welcome to The Bright Balloon, a podcast where I'm sharing bright ideas for your balloon business. My name is Sarah Meyer, and I'm a balloon business owner like you, and I love the creative side of what I do, but I really love the business side, which seems to be the part where most people struggle. So I'm here to help. Each week, I'm bringing you an episode full of bite-sized tips you can use to make improvements in your business. I want you to make more money, eliminate stress, and learn along with me as we grow our creative businesses together. Welcome to The Bright Balloon, presented by 17 Hats. Hello and welcome to this week's episode. Today I have a treat. I am taking you behind the scenes of Tuftex. This episode was recorded live from the Tuftex Experience, and I'm chatting with Meg Will, who works on the Tuftex team. She is really involved in not only the day-to-day at Tuftex, but the event itself, and she shares a lot of insights into new products, the event, what they are aiming to achieve with the Tuftex Experience as a brand. And I think anytime we get like an inside look into a manufacturer, I just think it's juicy and exciting. I think Tuftex has always been really willing to share and open, especially on this podcast. So this episode continues that trend. Thank you so much to Meg for not only giving an interview, but taking time away from the actual event, the Tuftex Experience, where she was very busy all week. And I just really appreciate taking the time to give us this live interview so that we can learn more about Tuftex as a brand, as a company, and what might be coming next. Let's take a quick break and head over to the UGlu Hotline for some great advice that sticks, and then we will get into this week's interview with Meg Will. Welcome to the UGlu Hotline, where we discuss great advice that sticks, brought to you by Pro Tapes. Pro Tapes is a leading manufacturer of specialty tape products like Pro Artist, Pro Gaff, and our favorite balloon tape, UGlu, which helps you create amazing balloon arrangements and decorations. If you have a tip, send me a DM on Instagram at The Bright Balloon. Today's tip is from a book I read years ago called Clutter Bug, and I know foil storage is always an issue. One of the things that the book suggested for my organizational type is to just use open bins and make it as easy as possible. So I now use milk crates, just big open bins, and I toss my foils in. I have them sorted by broad category, but then I also have extra bins for solid color, warm color balloons. I have cool color foil balloons, and then I have another bin for gold and silver, and I just toss them in there, and it's a big mess. And for some of you, that might sound like a disaster, but what I have found is that when I have too much of a system and too many files and too many categories, I just don't put them away. So these big open bins of mess has really, really helped me get my clutter put away, and then I don't so much mind when I have to kind of rummage through and find what I'm looking for. It's a lot more important to have the put away process easier than the finding process. So I hope that helps anybody with the same organizational kind of cluttered mindset that I do. It's really helped me get those foils off my shelves, off my floor, and out of my bags. All right, ready?
Hey, happy to be here.
Experience live.
Yes.
Let's kick it off with an introduction. Who are you and what is your involvement in this event?
My name is Meg Will. I'm the brand manager at Tuftex Balloons. My role in putting together the Tuftex Experience is that I basically help in every aspect. I work really closely with Allison and Kendall. We do all of the marketing for Tuftex Balloons, and I help plan all the social events, all the classes, all the schedules, every little detail.
And you have a former life as a balloon artist.
Yes.
Let's rewind. How did you get into balloons? How did you get into the Tuftex family? It's all connected.
Okay. So I went to school for fashion merchandising, and I minored in marketing. And after college, I went and I worked for Justice, the little girl store. Yeah. So I worked at their corporate office as like an assistant buyer, basically. And during COVID, Justice ended up shutting all their stores. It was actually located in Columbus, Ohio, which is where we're at right now for the Tuftex Experience, was where their headquarters was. And then after COVID, I moved back home to Sandusky, and I was just trying to figure out what I wanted to do. And things were a little weird in the fashion industry. So Allison was like, well, I could use another person as part of our marketing. And I was like, yeah, I'll start. I don't have anything else going on right now. So I started working at Tuftex Balloons, and I've just never stopped since. It's
and
actually
you're married to Allison's son. That's part of
so
it.
I'm son, and I've worked at Tuftex for 5 years. Lucas is my husband's name. We were together like years before I even started working.
Did you go to college together?
No, we went to high school together.
Oh, wow. Oh, I didn't know that.
We weren't really like, we never like crossed paths. He was 2 years older than me. We started dating when I went to college, basically.
Okay.
But he was best friends with one of my cousins, so we somehow ended up together. So
Nice.
yeah.
Okay, so then you were part of the family business.
So then right when we started dating was actually when they bought the factory, which is like a weird coincidence, but yeah, we've been together ever since. Lucas also works at Tuftex Balloons now. He's on the operations side of the business. I'm on the marketing. But yeah, I work with lots of my family members.
And you also had a balloon business.
Yeah,
like,
I did.
on the side.
I did, yeah. So when COVID was happening, I actually kind of started doing balloons. Allison was like, "You're pretty creative. I think that maybe this is something that you'd be into." I was always like kind of like starting new little projects. Like I was painting things and doing like crafty things in my free time. So she was like, "I think you might like balloons. Like I can teach you some of the basics." So she just taught me how to put together a garland. And my husband and I together ran Balloon Babe was the name, Balloon Babe 419 in Sandusky, Ohio for like 3 years. And then when we relocated to Canada, when we purchased the Canada factory, we ended up stopping doing balloons. So,
yeah. Can I ask what that process was like? Because I mean, people will end their businesses at some point. Did you just like tell your customers, like, I'm done? Did you sell? Like, what did you do?
No, I didn't really. I was doing a lot of balloons. Like every weekend we'd have lots of gigs booked. But there's another local balloon artist in Sandusky, Ohio. So I just kind of gave all my business to her and was like, I'm done. We have a 2-year-old daughter, so it just seemed like it was time to take a step back after, because I do work full time for Tuftex, and then I was also doing balloons, and it was just like I needed kind of a break. Yeah. So we ended up, I just gave all of my business to the other artists in town. And
And then did you think, like, was there any advantage, or do you feel like you learned a lot being a working balloon artist and then also working for Tuftex? Did you ever like bring back your field experience and be like, hey, like this isn't working, or like it'd be cool if we had this?
Just from like even just blowing up our balloons, like I would just like walk around the factory and grab like handfuls of balloons to use for my job. So I would be like, the white that came off this day, like I just had like a lot of holes or something. Like I would notice like they just didn't feel right or something, and like I would be like touching like fresh product all the time. So that was like kind of helpful, I feel like, to everyone else. Nobody else at our office really like does balloons or did balloons, and just like everybody would come to me kind of asking like, oh, do you think that these balloons feel a little weird or something? Like even like our production team and stuff, they knew that I did balloons on the side, so they'd kind of ask me for feedback.
You're like volunteer quality control.
I was like helping out with the quality control, I guess I'd say. But also just like doing balloons on the side, I was like interested in attending even the classes that we put on, like not just like hosting, like putting it all together, talking to the artists and stuff, but also like listening to the classes. Like I would want to pick up like little tips and tricks and stuff. So I feel like that's helpful. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, like my professional development at my day job before I quit, like I did not care, you know, like I'd be like, okay, we have to go to this workshop about this thing that is their priority. Like I don't care, but you got to go and like do balloon
I actually
classes.
Like cared about learning some stuff while I was there and see if it was like helpful to me. And I think it's helped me kind of figure out like what I think other people want to learn, I guess. So
that's neat. Cool. Okay, so then big purchase. Tuftex bought the old Qualitex factories in Canada. Yep. And you and your husband moved up there to like manage them, or like what's your title now?
So we just we moved there. We figured out like how they were making their chrome balloons. So we released our effects line, which has been rolling out to everyone. We learned how to make 260s, which now we have available. So we have just kind of been from their past knowledge, I guess I'd say. Yeah. But I still do my same job of being a brand manager for Tuftex, and I'm just on the phone with Allison all day long. So.
Okay. So has it been, hard moving to another country? Like, what? I mean, it's Canada, so it's not like you moved to Mars, but still, it's different.
Yeah, it's only like 5.5-hour drive.
Okay.
So we're back and forth all the time.
Cool. So then Tuftex Experience, I didn't get to go to the first one. I had so much FOMO, so I'm so excited I'm here.
Yeah.
Have you guys decided or announced, is this like an every other year thing ongoing, or is it like you play it by ear, you see how it goes, and then decide?
Yeah, I think that we just kind of like see how it goes and then reevaluate once it's over. I think we know that people really love these experiences and that we like should continue to keep doing them. And I think we will. We just kind of like afterwards we'll all get together and decide like if we think it was like worth all of our energy and stuff to put it on.
What is that? Again, you don't have to share more than you're comfortable with.
Yeah.
But like, what are some of those things you're looking at to see if you're like, if it's worth it? You know, I have like a retreat that I host. And for me, it's like, well, it has to generate money because that's why I'm doing it. And obviously it's fun. But you guys are a little different because you're a brand. So it's like marketing, but it's also like, I would imagine you don't want to lose $10 million every time you do this. So like, what type of things are you looking for to be like, yes, it totally was a success?
I think we're just looking for like people being like, wow, that was the best convention I've ever been to.
Okay.
Like, wow, that changed my business. That changed
pressure.
my life. I made so many new friends. I learned so many new skills, and I love Tuftex balloons. Basically, we just want to hear how like benefits all of the attendees, and that we did a good job putting it on, I guess. And then we hope that in return gets us more sales and people continue to buy our balloons, and even more than they were before there.
Yeah, I think it's great. I think you're doing a really good job of like letting us get to know the brand, you know, like and releasing the 260s. That's the first time I've, you know, seen all the colors and gotten to play with them. And you have a jam room. Has kind of entering the twisting world been fun or different, or like, is it totally different, or is it just like decor but different conventions?
I think it's been. It's not totally different, but it's definitely been like I've gotten to go to a lot of different conventions that we never attended before. We went to Twist and Shout. We went to Florida Super Jam, like all these twisting specific conventions. And so it's been fun to see like other sides of the industry instead of just round balloons. But together you can make like such amazing things. So even this experience, I feel like there's even like a next level to like the decor. Like last time everything was so amazing too, but this time, now that we have 260s, it's like you can really like step up all of your creations.
It's kind of like rounded out the toolkit. It's like, okay,
sure.
well now we have the rounds, we have the 260s. Are links coming?
I think they will be coming. I'm not sure.
I don't know if they were made at that factory.
Coming, but I'm not sure about like a time frame.
Sure.
It's kind of, I'm not sure exactly, but we will have them eventually.
Yeah. So then that's all I need personally, right?
Yeah. But even at the first experience, we had a centerpiece competition, and then at the opening night, and then this convention, we had a centerpiece competition the opening night. And I was just like whispering to Allison, like, while everybody was making their like centerpiece trees, like how awesome they were this time. Like last time,
they were
the
just
centerpiece
round.
Like cool, but like this time it was like, wow, you can do so many things with 260s. There's like reindeer and all these like custom little pieces that twisted, like little pieces that they couldn't do before with just rounds.
If you haven't checked out Having a Party yet, now is the time. The great team over at Having a Party Wholesale carries a huge selection of high-quality balloons and supplies to take your designs to the next level. Plus, they're more than just a supplier. They're committed to education, helping balloon professionals grow their skills and businesses, and investing in our industry, whether that's hosting in-house classes or sponsoring instructors at events. In fact, I'll be teaching for Having a Party at Float 2026, and I can't wait to highlight their awesome products and service. And here's something extra. Get 5% off orders over $200 using the code podcast at checkout when you shop at haveinaparty.com. Let's talk about opening night. There's only been 2 nights so far, but I think opening night was my favorite. I thought the theme was like, it was so fun. Twas the night before Tuftex.
Yes.
It was like our kickoff. Everyone brought a gift.
Yeah.
There was Santa. There was the wish list that was so cute.
Yeah.
And then we made the centerpieces as kind of an icebreaker.
Yeah.
It was so cute. It was a pajama party. What's the planning of this event like? Are you guys just like having ideas throughout the year and texting each other? Do you all sit down together and like come up with these themes? Because I feel like the theme aspect is real. Like I've never spent so much time shopping for clothes for a convention in my life.
We love a good outfit. So Allison and I just kind of like, we see stuff all the time, and we're like constantly forwarding like every Instagram post that we like to each other. And we just kind of like, I don't know, we just like make lists of creative ideas that we've liked whenever we see anything. And so she loves games. So like she is like more the like, I guess, little fun twist game type things, like the Santa's wish list and like the centerpiece competition. Like that is her. Like that's what she likes to do. And then I'm more like the booking the cookies, who's bringing like just making sure everything happens how it's supposed to.
Yeah.
I come up with like a lot of the creative ideas as well, but she is like passionate about like games and little fun details like that.
Has there been anything that like one of you really wanted and the other one was just like, no, this is not a good idea?
Definitely all the time. There's her and I, like, we can just say it to each other. Like,
really?
I do not want to do that. Like, even with the trendsetter contest, she's like, I want to have like that was the trendsetter competition was just a little who could come up with a trendy idea for like a future trend, since we were having the Tomorrowland event, and she was insistent on having this competition. I'm like, you can do it, but I'm not involved. Like, I will just like say that to her, like, that is your thing. That's your thing. I just like, it's just, she likes like, I don't know, just those creative, fun games. And I'm just like not a game person, I guess I'd say. And I'm just like, if you want to do that, you can do that, but I'm not involved in that.
That's so funny.
Like,
what is the hardest part of planning this?
The hardest part, I think, is just, I don't even know. I feel like my own, like, I cannot sleep at night before every single big event.
Okay.
It's like, I feel like, what if the cookies don't arrive on time? What if the karaoke band doesn't arrive or something? Like, then what do we do?
Side note, the karaoke band was so good.
That was really fun.
It was karaoke with a live band, and they were so awesome.
Yeah, I think the hardest part for me is just like being like, it just is what it is. Everything is, it just is what it is.
Lists and clipboards and Google Docs and because I don't see you guys being stressed out. Like I see you having fun, or like Allison's up there singing karaoke. Like it doesn't seem like you're putting out fires. I'm sure there are, but I can't tell.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad that you cannot tell. That feels good to hear.
Most conventions, you hardly see the person organizing. Like they're hardly visible because they're
this
running
time,
around.
I feel like before this convention started at all, we're like, we want to be more present. We want to be able to talk to attendees. Allison's goal at the last one was talk to every single person that comes. That's her goal. Like she wants to.
Not people here.
She wants to talk personally to every single person that comes. So it's like when you do that, you just have to be so well, like, pre-planned on everything. Like we have binder after binder of stuff, but we don't even have to look at it while we're here because it's like, I know that this has been taken care of. We've talked to this person 10 times. Like it's, I don't know. We just really have to plan well in advance. The whole 6 months before the Tuftex Experience, it completely consumes like Allison, me, and Kendall's like role of our marketing team.
I believe it. I mean, this is not a small event.
It's like, that whole 6 months before, we're just thinking of every little detail, every little thing that could be wrong and what we would do if that did happen. Just really being prepared and organized, I guess.
Whose idea was it to have this Sketched app, this on our phone? Where did that come from? It's amazing. It's amazing.
Yeah, the Sched app, we actually used it last time, and just some feedback that we had gotten before even planning a convention was that people did not like having to like wait in line for tickets to go to classes, or just like how to sign up for their classes. It didn't seem like the most efficient way. And we're like, what can we do to make it like so that it's already done with when they arrive? They already know what classes they're going to. They don't have to like get upset that they can't see somebody that they wanted to see. We just were looking into some apps that you could sign up for classes before, and Sched was the one that showed up, and it's a really great app, and they have like the best customer service in the world. Yeah, like you can talk to a real Sched person.
I picked my classes so long ago, I obviously forgot what they were, and then it's like, good morning, here's your schedule for the day, and it like tells me, and then I could go in the app and see like what's happening, and because I have to look like 50 times a day to see what's happening. I forget.
And once we set up the 2023 one on there, we literally just copied that same thing and like made some tweaks, changed the class names and stuff, and we were good to go for this one. So that was actually a relatively easy part.
Yeah, that's a good question too. Like from 2023 to now, what's something that was like way easier this time?
Way easier this time. I think kind of like finding artists to represent our brand. Now that I've worked there for 5 years. Allison has been there since they bought it, which is like 8 or 9 years ago. I think that this time we like knew the variety of classes we wanted to have and like what people wanted to see. We looked at like everybody's reviews of the 2023 one. while we were planning the 2025 one. So we knew like what classes we thought people wanted to see. We come up with the ideas, and then we ask instructors like what ideas they have, and like work together to find out what the best classes we think for the group of people coming. So this time that
feedback
felt a
already.
little easier, seeing people's previous feedback.
Yeah, because I guess the first year you were just kind of like guessing.
Yeah, and there was like little comments like one of the feedbacks that we got in 2023 was like, I don't having a lot of the instructors like pre-inflate stuff. They didn't want to just like stand there and inflate balloons.
Oh, sure.
Like having like the instructors like well prepared and stuff. So that was something that like going into this one, we're like, we don't want a ton of like inflating in class. And
sure,
stuff
so
like
more
that.
prep.
So,
yeah. I mean, I haven't attended a bad class yet, so
great.
Great job. Is there anything that's been a lot harder this time? Because it's a different location and it's much bigger, right?
Yeah. This I don't know about. Something that is hard, but this is kind of like one of the beginning stages, is finding like all of the offsite events.
Yeah.
You have to find like locations that are willing to host like 500 people.
Right.
And it's like every town or city only has like so many places that can hold 500 people, and like making it unique from the last time.
Yeah.
Like they have to be like, we feel like they have to be like different themes and different nights and stuff. That's kind of tough in the beginning. Like,
yeah, because you don't live here.
No, we don't live here. And so, like, we do have to go back and forth a few times just to be like, well, these are our top 3, and I think that these will work. So, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Want more behind-the-scenes tips, mindset shifts, and real talk about growing your balloon business? Then you're going to love On the Bright Side, my private podcast feed just for decorators who want more ease, income, and insight. When you join the email list, you'll instantly unlock 3 of our most popular bonus episodes, totally free. These are packed with juicy tips you won't hear on the main feed. So sign up now and start listening instantly. And if you like what you hear, you can subscribe anytime to keep the bonus episodes coming. I'll see you on the bright side.
Yes.
Well, have you had any chance to go to any classes? Have you learned anything new this week?
I have popped into a lot of classes, but I haven't sat for too long. But I learn new things every day just from talking to the attendees and different feedback on things that they would like to see from Tuftex.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, how's your baby?
The
most important
she's really
question.
good. She might make a surprise appearance tomorrow. So,
and is the balloon named after her, or is she named after the balloon?
Yeah, the balloon is named after her.
Her name is Meadow.
We named her Meadow, and we felt like it was a good name for the color green, like a green shade.
Is she the only grandchild that has a balloon named after her?
No, there's actually 2 others.
Oh.
So Romy and Georgia are also balloon colors that we have, and they are my nieces. So,
I love that.
Yep. So 3 out of Allison's 5 sons work at the factory, and only 3 of them have kids so far.
Okay.
So it's the 3 girls, the 3 granddaughters. So
you're going to have to keep releasing colors every time there's a new baby.
know.
If you want people listening or watching to know something about Tuftex, and you know, it might be a newer brand to them, even though you're not new anymore. You guys are, I mean, the size of, from when I first met Allison at Float all those years ago, and she was just starting out to like what this is now is amazing. What is something you would want to convey about this brand and this company?
Pretty cool to be like a family-run business in this fun industry. Another thing would be that we are the only latex manufacturer that makes balloons in the U.S., and so I think that's a pretty cool thing.
It's a pretty big deal right now, too.
It's a pretty cool thing. Another thing that I would say about Tuftex Balloons is that we just try to be original to ourselves. We are passionate about providing the best balloons for decorators in the industry, and we like to always be the first to a trend. So we like to have the trendiest colors, the trendiest ideas, the trendiest classes, the trendiest conventions. We just try to be original to ourselves. So.
I love it. Well, congratulations. I mean, it's not over. We're like halfway.
Yeah.
And I'm having the best time ever.
Good.
I have to go get into my Western wear for the party tonight. I can't wait. And congratulations on all of your success.
Thank you so much.
A wonderful event.
Thanks. It was so nice sitting down with you.
And give your mom a shout out.
Yes, my mom who does not do balloons. She's a home ec teacher, high school teacher. She loves to listen to Sarah's podcast. So,
I love it. So many people are like, my daughter who's 8 listens. And I'm like, that's so funny to me.
My mom listens to podcasts all day long, and she likes to stay up to date in the balloon industry just so she can understand what I'm talking
really
about.
Nice.
So
my mom does not. My mom has no. I'm like, Mom, I do a podcast for balloon decorators. And she's like, I don't know what any of those words mean. Like, none of this makes sense to me. But that's really nice. Well, thank you so much for taking the time.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for listening to this episode of the Bright Balloon Podcast presented by 17 Hats, my go-to system for booking, billing, and managing my balloon business with ease. If you're ready for more mindset shifts, mini trainings, and strategies to help you grow a profitable, sustainable business, join me on the Bright Side, my private podcast feed just for decorators who want more ease, more income, and more insight behind the scenes of my balloon business. It's just $5 a month, and you can sign up right now in the show notes wherever you're listening. I'll see you on the Bright Side.